Hello there everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more of the Persona 5 Royal playthrough. Last time we learned about the existence of Mementos, learned the basics of it, and we also went and fought against the Wonder Twins and got our asses royally handed to us, multiple times, just so we can get our hands on a very special item. Granted, it took us multiple attempts and multiple ass kickings, but hey, at least it worked out in the end. You know? Anywho, in today's session, we're going to be diving even deeper into the pits of Mementos and we will make it to the very end of this section. Afterwards, we'll head on out of here, and maybe we'll even be able to enter the second palace. We'll have to wait and see for sure. Anywho, let's get started. Excuse me. Apologies if I sound kind of different today. My allergies are kind of acting up, so yeah, figure I'd throw that out there. Oh, Joker, I almost forgot to mention. In Mementos, sometimes the road will be unnaturally blocked. The walls are pretty weak in those spots. I should be able to break through them no problem. If you see any while we're exploring, try busting right through them. Of course, in Mementos, you can press X to destroy weak walls that look different from normal. Try to break these walls whenever you can. There may be something hidden behind them, which is absolutely true. Just let us know before you do that. Don't go crushing into any walls before we can buckle up. Fair enough. I mean, it is pretty impactful if you know what I mean. But you can tell, for the most part, what walls are just regular walls and which ones aren't. If it looks kind of different from all the other walls, then you should be able to break through it without too much of a problem. Honestly. If you have a bit of a harder time of telling whether or not the wall is breakable, use the third eye ability and you should be fine. Stranger danger. Ain't that cute? Zap! Okay, moving on.
Okay. Easy win. They were nothing.
Too true, Skull, too true. So, I guess one thing I will mention here is, once again, I do apologize for not streaming very much this week. It's just been another very busy week. That's all I really have to say. And since we're technically in August now, at the end of this month, I will be going on vacation for a few days. It's gonna be a fun time, let me tell you. It'll be nice to get away from the world and all.
Nice work, team.
Oh, great. Now I feel like I'm getting the hiccups.
They were too
Isn't it
fun.
great? Great, yeah. Now I have the hiccups. And it's not like I was laughing at anything beforehand. Hey, the next area has a different feel to it somehow. What is this?
Oh, mister.
Hey, Jose, we meet again. When you get flowers, bring them to me. I'll go ahead of you guys. Alrighty. So, at this point, Jose may randomly appear on any of these floors. The only exception is Area 1. He does not appear in the first area, only in Area 2 onwards. Again, he only appears randomly. There's no set pattern of whether or not he will appear. You just kind of have to keep cycling through the floors until eventually you get a cutscene seeing Jose drive by, in which case you can go right to where he is. Following your radar/map, you'll be able to figure out where Jose is just by looking at his icon. Once you find it, then feel free to go up to him and turn in any flowers. One more thing I will mention too is, when it comes to the Reaper timer of 2 minutes running around Mementos and stuff, hanging out with Jose does not contribute towards this timer whatsoever. Hell, I think even if the Reaper is out, then you don't have to worry too much about the Reaper coming anywhere near you and Jose. I guess because the Reaper realizes Jose really is the most powerful being in the universe, or at least one of the most powerful beings. Who knows? Well, regardless though, Jose is another safe haven for getting away from the Reaper if you need to. Although the safest bet, if you do find that the Reaper appeared well before you really want to face him, and you don't want to risk running into him, just go into the menus and go back to the previous floor and then head back down. That way you'll automatically despawn the Reaper and...
That's what I'd expect from you, Joker.
and you'll reset the timer. I don't know why I couldn't think of the words for a minute. Alright, so one thing I like to do whenever Jose appears on a random floor is explore the floor fully and try to get as many flowers as I can. Afterwards, once I finish fully exploring the floor, then I return to Jose. And from that point, after we finish our businesses with Jose, buy some things, buy some nice gear, by exchanging flowers and whatnot, then we proceed.
Mister. That's great.
Good job, you collected all the stamps. Congratulations. And you get this dialogue the first time you interact with Jose again. And again, the dialogue here is different depending on the amount of stamps you collected from a prior playthrough. If you carry them over to your next playthrough, then great. That makes things infinitely easier. And with that, the game is over. What a truly foolish end. I'd appreciate it if you kept bringing me flowers, though. You're not gonna stop coming to see me now, are you, mister? I always look forward to seeing you again. Don't worry, I'll keep seeing you because you have some really incredible items. I mean, not right now, but definitely later in the game I will, definitely stop by again, pick up some really sweet items. The first set of items Jose has on offer for flower exchange is Dizzy Dial S, Sleep Vial S, Soul Drop, Snuff Soul, and Stamina Kit S. Again, these are very valuable items for early game, but for later floors, these items will be replaced with more powerful variants. And the more powerful variants will require more flowers, so be sure to keep this in mind. And again, to reiterate, if you missed out on some of the will seeds from a palace that you cleared, you can purchase those will seeds for a truckload of flowers. In which case, if you purchase all the remaining will seeds, I believe they will still come together to form a valuable item, in which case Jose will then turn that crystal into a necklace or something like that. But even so, like I said, don't make it a habit to not pick up the will seeds. Because, let me tell you, grinding for flowers is a bit of a pain. And well, you know, we're already at the end. That was easy. Hey, that wall! It's the same type of wall we opened up last time. Does this open up too? Let's check it out, Joker. Indeed. Let's take a looky and see if we can go further. And that is a no. It doesn't look like it's going to open. I didn't expect this wall to still be here. Hell, I thought we got all this shit open because we, like, influenced the public or whatever. The first wall, yes. However, it looks like we won't get this one open without expanding upon that. I think. Mona, you said influence comes from people believing in us, right? Maybe this one would open too if we can get more people to accept us. Perhaps. Why are you being so goddamn vague about all this? Maybe it's because he knows about Mementos as much as we do. In other words, not very much at all. Except the basics. It's fine. In any case, it doesn't change our goal. We'll just have to work hard enough to open this wall. And I guess we're gonna be holding off on whatever's past here till then. Yeah, that is absolutely true. Whenever you come across these walls, that means you can't go any further, obviously. But as the story progresses, more and more areas of Mementos will open up. so be sure to keep this in mind. Just because you run into a wall doesn't mean that you don't have to leave immediately. You could continue to explore Mementos, gather some more flowers to buy more items if you need to from Jose. Or if you feel like taking on the Wonder Twins again, go ahead. Give it a whirl. I'm not going to stop you, Tiger. But yeah, that's another tale for another time. For now, we're done here. Jose said flowers disappear once you leave Mementos. The amount of flowers you collected so far is 7. Do you want to leave? Yes, let's return to the real world. Now return to the real world from Mementos. Thank you for your hard work. And just like with every palace, you will get an infiltration log, depending on how far you made it within Mementos itself. So, that's pretty neat. I'm pretty exhausted from going into the metaverse. Let's take it easy here instead of going out. Exploring the metaverse will leave you drained, so it's best not to travel far afterwards. You can, however, spend time in LeBlanc and in your room, so plan accordingly.
Ah, you're back. Yo.
Another box came for you. What do we got here? What'd you get? Recover oil, relax gel, alert capsules. Cool. So it's the stuff we ordered from the previous session. By the way, one more thing I will mention here is, I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you go into the metaverse, even if you can work on Confidant with Sojiro here, it will not be available if you go into the metaverse. I could be wrong, but maybe that is the case. I'm not 100% sure, but it is something to keep in mind, so again, plan accordingly if you're planning on going after every single Confidant in the game. Which I am planning on doing so, because let me tell you folks, that is a very insane task. And for every playthrough I've done, with the exception of the first one where I failed to max out a lot of confidants, the second playthrough I just barely made it. Barely made it on the last possible day. I maxed out all the confidants, but I missed out on a third, or a special event, as a result of that time crunch. But, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, even though I kind of already did when I say third. Ignore that, for now. It's nothing to worry about here. So, after exploring the metaverse, I believe in the original Persona 5, you can't really do much except go to sleep. But thankfully in Royal, you don't have to worry about that too much. You can just read some books, make some coffee if you have your confidant rank with Sojiro high enough. You can also sit at the booth to do some studying to improve your knowledge stat. Clean LeBlanc if you want an extra trophy and increase your kindness a little more. You cannot do any sort of training because doing so, yeah, it's bad. Training after coming back from another world, you're gonna hurt yourself if you don't slow down. Take a break. So yeah, even if you want to train, you can't do that here. Really dumb, I know, but alas, it is what it is. You can also use this time to make more infiltration tools, watch a movie, play some video games, if you know what I mean, if you have the time and the system. Okay. Let's see, do we have any books that are worth reading? Well, other than The Alluring Dancer, not really much. Let's just read it anyway. Got nothing else to do. Alright, I'm heading home. When she danced, men fell upon her feet.
Wow.
It wasn't just her looks, but her way of life was also very beautiful.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't realize how long you've been reading, so how far did you get? Well, about halfway through. Seems like you still have some pages left. You should continue some other time. And indeed we will.
It looks like you're attending
Oops.
school seriously. You also seem pretty close with Takamaki-san if you're both coming to school together. You just transferred here, though. I guess you two really click.
Well, we're in the same class, and we're friends.
I see. You seemed a lot closer than that yesterday morning. I heard she was a victim of Mr. Kamoshida. But was that all there was to it? Either way, closer inspection should clear everything up. Goodbye.
Yeesh, what's up with you, Makoto? Guess we'll find out soon enough. Exams start tomorrow. Are you all ready? Now then, picking up from last time, the end of the harem period marks the rise of the samurai, which I'm sure you've all been waiting for. As described in the tale of the Heike, whatever, it was a time when all that was great would fall from grace. It wasn't unusual for the hero of yesterday to be struck down as rebels of the present day. By the way, sympathizing with the loser or the weak is called magistrating's patronage. That term came from Minamoto no Yoshitsune's position. And it also became a way of referring to him as well. Alright, Kazui-kun. Yes?
Do you know the answer?
You know the time period Yoshitsune was active in, don't you? That would be the whatever period. The third answer. That's right. He supported his brother Yoritomo during the harem period. But despite his contributions in defeating the Taira, whatever, he was driven out by his brother and ultimately executed. However, in the centuries that followed, Yoshitsune became more popular as a tragic hero. Wow, really? Like I'm really gonna remember all that. Well, whatevs. Rather than siding with the one who has overwhelming power, people prefer the underdog opposing them. It's sort of like rooting for a minor league baseball team instead of an all-star major league one. I can understand that. It's like if I don't root for them, then who will? Fair enough.
What are your thoughts?
If you're competent in your exams, you could always live in the day up and head to Mementos, or live in the day up. It'd be nice if we can get some info on the target before we went through. If we went, though. Yeah, that's fine. Looks like On has something. Hey, I came up with a method of strengthening my heart, but it's kind of hard to do it by myself. Will you train with me? Looks like we can work on her confidant, too. You got plans today? I'm still in the hallway, so let me know if something comes up. I'm not sure if Ryuji's ready to level up yet. And maybe he is. We'll see. I'm gonna say no. Yo, Banjo, you heading home? So you know how we were looking for somewhere we can train? Well, I finally found a spot. We're free to do whatever we want. How about we head on over there? That actually sounds like a good idea. And yeah, let's go ahead and head on out. It's a gym over in Shibuya. Pretty damn cheap, too. Come on, I'll show you the way. Also, this gym is the best place in the entire game to level up your stats.
This has gotta be it.
Here we are, Protein Lovers Gym. It's pay per visit, so you don't gotta worry about any bullshit contracts or nothing. Not unlike the YMCA, or the equivalent. The equipment's kinda crappy, but they got tons of variety. Plus, it's real damn cheap. Totally worth it, even without a pool or hot tub.
By the way,
Oh yeah, you bring your stuff? A towel? Nah, they'll lend you one of them. I'm talking about spare undies. getting back into your sweaty clothes after a nice hot shower is like the grossest goddamn thing. Absolutely. Oh, but don't go getting your hopes up. No way I'm gonna let you use mine.
Wanna get going?
Anyway, let's head in. So, with that, now that we leveled up Ryuji's confidant, we can now access the sports gym in Shibuya. Phew! My form's coming back, but I don't got any stamina. Sakamoto? Hey, what's up?
Morning.
Idiot, Ikidia-senpai, what's bookin'? Or bonkin'? Bonkin'? You say the strangest things. Is that how you greet a friend? I've been trying to come up with some cool new slang. Maybe it'll catch on. Spoiler alert, it won't. You can't just do that. Oh, and you don't need to call me senpai anymore. I've already graduated, remember? I haven't seen you before. Were you on the track team? He's a friend. By the time he showed up, the track team was already, well, you know. Speaking of which, how's your leg? I'm managing. How about you, senpai? You still running? I actually joined my university's track team. You'd think I would have quit entirely after what happened. About that, I'm real sorry. No, I should be the one apologizing. Really? I was supposed to be the leader of our team, yet I just resigned myself to Kamoshida's will. That's because you needed him to write you a letter of rec, right? You were just looking out for your future, but I still managed to F it up anyways. Kamoshida clearly never intended on writing my letter of recommendation. You were just his excuse not to. And honestly, I enjoy where I am now. The track team isn't anything special, but it's perfect for me. So in truth, I should be thanking you for what you did, Sakamoto. Senpai. I've always regretted not doing more to protect you guys. But I heard some good news recently. The Shujin track team's being reinstated. Really? I mean, Kamoshida confessed all the horrible stuff he did, right? I guess the school got the old team together and told them they just want to try starting it up again. Nobody told me about that. Huh, odd. The rumors got as far as me, and I'm not even a student anymore. Anyway, I've heard they're going to get Mr. Yamauchi as their new advisor. Huh? Yamauchi? Hold up, that Yamauchi? Yep, the one who was basically Kamoshida's lapdog. Apparently he volunteered. He's really enthusiastic about pulling the track team up from the ashes. He is? You know, now that the team is being reinstated, there's no need for any bad blood, right? Why don't you go talk to them? I'm sure they could use someone with your passion. Yeah. So the track team's coming back. Well, that's good news. Good for them. You seem conflicted. Nah, not really. For real though, I'm glad the team's coming back. It's sweet that Nakoka and them can start training again. But I'm still worried about their advisor, Yamauchi. He's basically like a mini Kamoshida. So, he's an asshole? Basically. He'd always yell at us at practice, but then a big, huge kiss ass when our parents were around. Ugh, I can't believe a moron like that's gonna be advising the track team. He doesn't even teach PE. He's gotta be up to something. Agreed. I'll do some research. There's a chance I'm gonna need your help too, okay? You be free to lend a hand if I need it, yeah? I'll be counting on you. Okay. Coolio. There we go. Rank 5 on the Chariot Confidant. Hell yeah. Also, Jamar, thanks for the host, dude. I appreciate it. Alright, we don't got time to be messing around here anymore. Let's head home. And hello, Jamar. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Wait, I gotta shower first.
See ya.
Later, Ryuji. Yo, what's bunkin'? About that stuff today, I can't really let myself be happy about the track team starting up again. Like I said earlier, there's just something fishy about Yamauchi being the advisor. But I mean, if anything happens, I know you got my back, so I ain't too worried. Don't worry, I gotcha. Thanks, man. I knew I could count on you. I mean, we don't know for sure if anything sketchy's going on. But when I get these gut feelings, they're usually right. Well, if I hear anything, I'll hit you up. Okay, later. See ya, Ryuji.
You're back.
Let's see what's going on here. PR report. I report as your strategic image management representative. I just thought of a new way to help you out. I really want to tell you about it. You have some time today? Hang on, before I do, let's take a look at what Ryuji has to say. Exams are coming up soon. You're not going to jump on studying without me, right? Right? If you're going to do it, do whatever... If you're going to do it, you want to do it together? I'm in serious trouble. So, sometimes, or a lot of times when exams are coming up very shortly, your confidants might ask if they want to hang out with you and do like a little study date together. Doing this will not raise a confidant rank further, but it will grant you additional confidant points, which is pretty neat. But even so, I'm just saying.
Please consider what I have to say.
Let's see. Okay. Well, looks like one thing we can definitely do here is get ready to do another round of the Beef Bowl, cause why the heck not, right? Huh. Okay. Well, enjoy your trip and stay safe out there. Alright, let's head into the Beef Bowl and have some fun. This is where the real meat comes in. Hey, look! There's a ton of customers coming in all of a sudden. And this is where the real meat and potatoes comes into play when it comes to working here. See what I did there? This is all a game of memorize the goddamn orders. So what I like to do here is record my screen, record the conversations, and then play back the video. And I'll show you what I mean. You're gonna be being bombarded with orders at this rate. Make sure you memorize them all. Alright, stay calm and remember the orders, which thankfully, if you're someone like me who has the attention span of a freaking goldfish, you'll be able to memorize this without too much of a problem. So... Alright, stay calm and remember the orders. The first person ordered, according to this, a large barbecue bowl. Yes, that's right. Did the second person order... Just a second. Large natto bowl. Or natto, whatever. Okay. Yes, they did say that. What about the third customer? according to this, that would be a curry bowl. A large curry bowl.
Nice.
Yep, that's what I heard too. And lastly should be the medium beef bowl. Yep, indeed.
Well,
Yep, you're right. That was the order. Okay, so that's done. Depending on how many orders you were able to fully memorize or record like me, I believe you'll get an increased pay. The more you get correct, the more pay you receive. Also, apologies if my internet decides to take a shit right now. I don't know why it's doing this. Come on, internet. I don't know what's going on. Why are you unstable right now? It's gotta be the damn weather. Again, this is why I record my streams at the same time, so if something like this does happen, you won't miss footage. Jeez, what a pain. You appear to have a difficult time there. Can't you ask your manager to hire more people? You were extremely busy. Employees being overworked is becoming a real problem in the workplace. That's concerning, and that is absolutely true, especially in today's climate. I should remember this.
Well then,
I'll leave my payment here. Thank you for the food. So, at this point now, we can finally start his confidant the next night we're free. Wasn't that the politician who gave speeches in front of the station? He was worried about the employees in the workplace, huh? Well, I think he knows who you are now. We should go to the station square again sometime soon.
My.
Oh, good work. It seems there were a lot of customers today, but you handled it well on your own. We were as crowded today as we usually get on Yakiniku Day. I wonder if there was some event happening nearby.
Thanks in advance.
I paid you a little extra today. Good work. Keep it up. Thank you.
man.
Okay. I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out. You were amazing today, dealing with so many orders. I'm sure it was rough, but I think you handled it quite proficiently. Or like a filthy cheater like me. But not only will you get an increased pay if you get more orders correct, but you'll also get additional proficiency points. So, that's pretty neat. Although, if you're like me who has the memory of a goldfish, then recording your screen is also a great option. Some people call it cheating, and I call it, well, cheating, but I don't give a shit. Phew, well, I guess we should go home soon. Besides, next in-game day is exams time, which is going to be real fun. Excuse me. Speaking of exams, I have it all pulled up here. I can't believe this. A school assembly during exam week? The hell are they thinking? It's the day after tomorrow, right? I wonder if it's going to be about Mr. Kamoshida again. Ugh, I can't believe the school is messing with our schedules like this. I don't care what it's about. It's gonna have nothing to do with us students. I wish they'd stop dragging us into their mess.
Seems pretty rough.
A mandatory assembly before exam week, huh? Sounds rough for all of you. Yeah, depending on what it is and what the subject matter is about. Alright, here we go. Now then, let the first day of exams begin. I have a website pulled up that has all the exam answers. So how exams work is all the lessons that you were given based on the information of all the lessons you were given, you have to memorize all the answers. You cannot use the Thieves Network for the exams. It's kind of like competition logic in Fairly Odd Parents, where yeah, you can use the power of magic to show off to your friends, but when it comes to competition, you have to do it legit. Or if you're someone like me and knows how to cheat the system, look it up online. Seriously, that's the best way of going about it. What historical figure inspired the idealum favoring the magistrate. Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. Check below for the correct answers on each exams. Hang on here. I know I've used this list before, but for whatever reason, this is, Oh, wait. I think I know why I have the thing screwed up. Because I pulled it up on the Persona 5 Royal... I mean, the wrong, wiki. I pulled up the Persona 5 trophy list rather than Royal. Because, oddly enough, the exams, from what I can tell here, and from what I've read on this examination thing, the exams are different between the two versions from what I can tell. Here we go. Here's the answers. I'll leave a link to the list of all the answers for all the exams. Just give me a few moments. So, question 1, that would be Minamoto no Yoshitsune. Yeah, I'm a cheater. Bite me. Let's see. An essay question. Looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Provide the reason why Minamoto no Yoshitsune is viewed as a hero. Thankfully, you have an unlimited amount of time to complete these exams, but you only have one chance to answer these questions. You can't just go back and change your answer midway through. That's not how it works, unlike in real life. Yoshitsune had a brother, right? I think his name was... Okay, so thankfully it has the answers right here, and the exams are divided by day. And also by question, so that would be Minamoto no Yorio, whatever. Answer 3. Okay. Ended up coming into conflict, and then ended opposed each other. Let's see, I think... Oh. Yoritomo won. Yeah. Yoshitsune committed suicide after being exiled by his brother. But even though he lost, Yoshitsune is the one who went down in history as a hero. That's probably because people tend to sympathize less with the figures in power and sympathize more with the weak. Also, I believe for the essay questions, you have 3 chances to guess your way through correctly. Afterwards, you automatically get the answer wrong. Yeah, not just any weak person though. People love rooting for an underdog who stands to the powerful oppressors, and Yoshitsune did that to his brother. So the reason Yoshitsune is treated as a hero is because he stood up against the powerful Yoritomo.
Yep.
There we go. Finished. Time is up. Put down your pencils and put your hands under your desks. I wonder why you do that. Alright. Now to May 12th. Thankfully, only the first day of the exams have an essay question along with a generalized question. The remaining exams work like this. The remaining days, there are 2 more questionnaire days. And the questionnaire days have 2 questions that you have to answer. On the final day is rather interesting. There are no questions on the final day of the exam. Your rank or how well you do in the exam is judged based primarily and purely on your knowledge stat. So the higher your knowledge stat, the more likely you'll be able to reach the top of the class. In other words, get the highest exam scores. So I believe in order to even be able to achieve the top score for your exams, you not only have to get every answer correctly, but your knowledge stat has to be, I believe, at least level 4. Otherwise, it has to be maxed out in order to get the highest points in your exams. Alright, Jamar. Apologies I didn't quite read your question until just now, or your statement, but even so, I'm glad that you were able to show up now before your trip. Today is the second day of exams. You may begin. Which brain function is responsible for the phenomenon of seeing an illusion in this figure? That would be cognition.
Ooh, we can do this.
That sounds about right. Cool. Which of the following maps can you paint without any adjacent areas being the same color? That would be both.
Ooh, we can do this.
Coolio. Alright, day 3. The final day of questionnaires and exams. Which is kind of hilarious how, unlike in real life where you have a whole bunch of questions that you need to answer, you only have to answer like 2 of them per day. I guess just to make it more streamlined and, like, hello, taking quizzes is not exactly fun. Ever. Okay. Does everyone have a test? Then you may begin. Name the book that defined male factor as the chief as the chief factor in the progression of the human race. Let's see. According to this, that would be the Devil's Dictionary. I think this answer here is supposed to be a reference to Digital Devil Saga or something. Another Atlas game or something. Even so, pretty funny. Moving on.
Ooh, we can do this.
What character archetype refers to mysterious and seductive women typically with ulterior motives? That would be female fatale.
Ooh, we can do this.
And there we go. All questionnaires are complete. And before we move on, of course I will leave a link to the exam answers right here. There you go. I'll also include this via a pinned comment as well, or maybe even the description, or both when you're watching this on YouTube in the future. Just figure I throw that out there. So when it comes to exams, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 exams. There are 4 exams, each on several different months throughout the year. The first one, obviously, is in May. The second one isn't going to be until July. Next, after that, is going to be in October. And finally, there's going to be one in December. Even though there is a third semester scenario in Persona 5 Royal, there is no final exam for the third semester scenario. So you don't need to worry about that at all. So I figure I'd throw that out there. Alright, let's move on. The school-wide assembly at this time of year? What are they thinking? Think we could bring our flashcards in? Kamoshida is just one of the many things wrong with this school. I gotta hurry home and study. That Kamoshida is still causing us trouble, even when he's gone. I wonder how. That's cool.
Ever since that specific incident, many of you have voiced concerns that I could not bear to ignore. We believe the mental health of our student body is absolutely vital, so we've acquired the services of a therapist. The floor is yours, Doctor.
Isn't he hot?
It's nice to meet you all.
Whoa, his voice is sexy.
My name is...
Huh?
My name is Takuto Maruki.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for welcoming me to your school. No need to be formal with me, though. I'm just here to counsel anyone who's interested. You can even call me Doc, if that would help you feel more comfortable. Any assistance you need, I'll be... Oh. I guess I'm not really
Yo. You ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
Well, our school's made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything for us.
And Dr. what's his name?
Dr. Eggman!
Yeah. Wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage? You really think he'll do us any good?
Ryuji.
Hey there.
Hello there.
Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you.
Kazooie-kun.
How do you know our names?
Well, I was informed of certain students before beginning my tenure here. Those that had, previous interactions with Mr. Kamoshida. It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
Yeah, it actually was.
I can definitely believe that.
So, what do you want with us?
Ah, yes, I'd forgotten. I know I already offered my service.
To answer your question, Jamar, I would, but I don't have the game currently. If I were to play it in the future, I'd have to repurchase the game.
I know I already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling? To the student body?
Nope, not at all.
Huh?
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah, but if you come to my office, you can have free snacks. All you can eat. Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So, how about it?
Sounds good to me. Also, Jamar, yeah, I do plan on reacquiring the GameCube version if I need to. Tell me more about these snacks. They sound delicious.
Hey, don't fall for that.
To be frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly involved with Mr. Kamoshida. It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
That sounds familiar.
Asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot. Making this mandatory wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know. If you attend my counseling sessions, I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity. Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates. How's that sound?
That actually sounds good. Mental training. If I make good use of this, it may aid in our Phantom Thieves activities too.
There's also snacks.
All right, enough with the snacks. So, which way are you leaning?
No harm in a little chat.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a deal. I'll be in the nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, we should get going.
Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks for taking my counseling into consideration. Now that we have a deal, I promise I'll do my best to help you.
Sure thing. So, with that, we've made a deal with our next Royal exclusive character, Dr. Maruki. And he's also considered the most important confidant, which I'll get into very shortly.
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists. One would need a heart of steel, unaffected by outside influences, and prepared to act without hesitating. There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental state. Sound like somebody you know? Give me a name.
How about no?
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Counselor Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
So, at this point, we've now established another confidant, the Counselor. The Counselor Confidant, like I said, is the most important confidant in the entire game. And like I said, I will be explaining why that is momentarily. The first rank is automatically achieved no matter what, thanks to story progression. Also, this particular confidant is very time sensitive. You only have until roughly the end of November before you won't be able to work on this confidant anymore. And I'll get into more details about that momentarily. Also, the Counselor Confidant has some pretty damn good benefits as well. And just like with a few other confidants, he's also another confidant which doesn't have any farewell gifts at all. So you'll have to re-earn all of his benefits all over again in between every playthrough. So be sure to keep this in mind.
Alright.
Excuse me.
So hold up, dude. Sorry for keeping you like this. Well then.
Okay, quiet down.
I have an addendum to the earlier assembly regarding the counseling you've all been offered. The counselor will be available to you starting after school today in the nurse's office. Dr. Markey will only be posted here through November, so be sure to speak with him soon if you feel the need. That's very important, and be sure to keep this in mind, because once that timeline passes, you won't be able to work on this confidant anymore for the remainder of the playthrough, so keep this in mind. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not you see him, but there are a few students I'll speak with later. The school's decided visits to Dr. Markey will be mandatory for these individuals. Yo, you guys gonna go for it? Wait, the counseling? It kind of sounds like we're being forced to. I told Markey I'd do it, but I don't know if I'm really that into the idea, you know. Well, let's do it. Yeah. Probably better not to draw more attention to ourselves anyway. I think I'm gonna try going today. Sounds like a good idea. Counseling, eh? Lady Ann's right. Make sure you visit him so you don't draw any attention to yourself, okay? Sounds good to me.
Yes. Welcome.
Are you here for a counseling session? Also, one thing I will mention here is this is something rather interesting. Originally, these counseling sessions were fully voiced, but I think due to some rewrites, the Atlas didn't bring the voice actors and actresses back to record the new lines, so these new counseling sessions remained unvoiced. But if you look up unused counseling sessions online on YouTube, you'll be able to find that basically everyone has a fully voiced session, which is interesting to say the least. So again, it's another addition of why was this not in the game? Why? My guess is due to rewrites. Regardless, let's move on. Yeah, is now a bad time? Not at all. It's always a good time, so long as I'm not already listening to a student. I'm so glad you're here. Would you care for a snack?
Well.
Shall we get started? Oh, but first, just relax, alright? I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about. Sure. Although, I really only have one thing on my mind right now anyway. Yes, I'd say that makes perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You can even just grab some snacks and be on your way if you wanted. No, it's alright. I know I need to talk to someone about this anyway. That is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. I absolutely am. Take all the time you need. I see. That's such a horrible thing to do to someone. Yes, that's why I wanted to get even with him, for Shio. Mm-hmm. And? At first, I thought Kamoshida ought to face the same fate Shio was going to put herself through. But... Later, I realized that wasn't right. If he did take his own life, it wouldn't undo Shio's suffering. In fact, it just give him the easy way out. Is that so? You know, you are quite the wise, level-headed young woman, Takamaki-san. Huh? I think you got the wrong... Nope. In fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere near as mature as you are now. That's a very good point. It's not like I did anything special, though. If I hadn't gone through my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. I see. So, what's on your mind now? Right now, I'm just hoping Shio will get better quickly. We both suffered a lot, but I just want to get back to laughing and having fun together like we used to. At this point, I don't give a rat's ass about Kamoshida.
Yeah.
Now there's a healthy outlook. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if someone it'd definitely be better if none of this happened at all, but...
Quite.
I definitely agree with you there. But it's impossible to wipe every tragedy from history. Too true. If only, right? Everyone would be so much happier if we could actually do that. Oh, it seems I lost track of the time. We should wrap up here for today. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Oh no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that that's off my chest.
Be careful, okay?
Good to hear it. You deserve it. Feel free to stop by again anytime.
Okay.
Will do. See you around. Excuse me. Well, I went in for counseling. You're going soon too, right, Banjo? How'd it go? Well, it honestly wasn't as rough as I was expecting. I think you should just go and give it a shot. Dr. Maruki is easier to talk to than you'd think. Okay, see you tomorrow. Didn't you have a counseling appointment? That's the nurse's office in the practice building, right? I'll just pass time in the area until you're done. Okay. Oh, hello.
How are you?
Ah, hello. Are you here for a session as well? That's right. Is that so? Dr. Maruki is a wonderful counselor. I've actually been seeing him for a while before he even came to Shujin. Really? Interesting. Oh, I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go overselling me too hard though, Yoshizawa-san. I'm really nothing special. Oh, I beg to differ. Well, I need to get going. Please excuse me. Alright, see you later, Yoshizawa-san.
Alright then.
Let's say we get started.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming. We made a deal, did we not? Well, I'll try to make sure it's worth the trouble.
I see.
Thank you. I think I've gotten a good grasp of the situation you're in, Kazui-kun. Well, full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown of the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. I'm doing okay now. But you weren't before, I take it, Try not to push yourself too hard, okay? now that you've told me more about yourself, I think I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your internal world with your external one. I should note, that's really, truly impressive. Even most adults can't readily manage that, or reliably manage that. Whoops. How to put it? You know how everyone has an internal reality? Some conception of themselves they're striving for.
For example?
Like wanting to be a model student, or wanting to be loved and relied on. That kind of thing. But that idealized reality and the one in actuality are often far apart. That gap is responsible for a lot of people's pain. Not everyone can ace their exams, and not everyone can be the heroes they wish they could be. You've already been through so much. That kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people up in dark places. But you're standing up to it and confronting a tough, painful reality. To me, that's incredibly admirable. Then again, maybe that's a little weird for you to hear from a guy who you just met, huh? But it sounds right. Not even any deflecting self-deprecation. You really are strong, Kazooie-kun.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. Sorry this went on longer than I expected. That's okay. Somehow the conversation just took on a life of its own, I guess.
Say.
Hey, I've actually got one last request. Do you mind? What is it?
You know,
I'm actually doing certain research along with my duties as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more like a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn more about people's metamorphical hearts, what they think, how they feel.
How about it?
If I get far enough with it, I think it'd be able to help a lot of people, so... I'll need more details. Oh, sorry. I guess my point is, I'd like to ask you to help with that research. All you have to do is listen to my theories, and then tell me if they speak any ideas or realizations on your end. Please, anytime's good for me. I can work around your schedule. And I've got a lot of snacks too. You can have them, they're all yours. Well, okay. Sounds good. Really? Yes, you're a lifesaver.
Well,
let's see. I know, maybe I could teach you some tips on mental training. I've happened to know a lot on the subject. I'm sure I can cook up a special regimen for you. If you're dedicated enough, I'm sure you can draw out your full potential.
thank you.
Okay, I guess that's our second deal. So, one thing about Dr. Maruki's Confidant is that his first two ranks are automatic, however, ranks 3 through 9 are all manual. And I'll get into more details momentarily. Anywho, Counselor rank 2 grants us Detox X. When Joker is inflicted with an ailment, he may recover instantly. And the chances of that are not very high. I think at roughly 25% at the start. And later on, I believe it can go up to maybe roughly as high as 40%. I could be wrong in those percentage values, and I'm probably pulling them out of my ass. But even so, I'm just making a guess.
I know.
Oh, right. Would it be okay if we traded contact information? I'll contact you when I got time, or when I need some input from you. Okay, sounds good to me. That should do it.
Now.
I better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see, first off... Thanks to Maruki's mental training, my mind feels stronger. So, whenever you raise Dr. Maruki's Confidant, you'll get some additional mental training and increase your max SP. And thankfully, whatever SP increases you get, carry over from playthrough to playthrough. Also, I just noticed that the video froze for a bit, so apologies. Oh dear. I hate it when it does that. I don't know why it does. It's so stupid. But anyway, like I was saying, your SP will increase whenever you increase your confidant rank with Dr. Markey. Oh, and here. Never a bad time for a snack, right? You also get a free snack too. So, take it as you will. Thank you for your help today. I'll see you around the school.
Man.
You really spent a long time talking to Markey. Look at how late it is. Well, if you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometime.
Good night.
But we should definitely get some sleep for now. Tomorrow's your last day of exams, right? So, getting into the details of Dr. Markey, like I said, he is the most important confidant in the entire game. If you're going to max out any confidant in this entire game, you definitely need to prioritize Dr. Markey over all others. And the reason why is this guy right here is the key to unlocking the third semester. If you fail to reach rank 9 by the time November rolls around, then unfortunately you will miss out on getting the third semester for that current playthrough, and you'll have to wait until your next one before you get another chance to try again. And like I said, he has no farewell gifts whatsoever, which is kind of unfortunate. And you may be wondering, why is it that this guy in particular, why is he so important? Why is he the key to unlocking the third semester? Well, as the story progresses and we learn more about Dr. Markey, you'll know the reason why. But for the rest of us, you're just gonna have to come along for the ride. So, one thing I will mention here is, early on in the game, you will be able to rank up Dr. Markey's confidant up to rank 5. Afterwards, you'll have to wait till the end of September in order to be able to achieve rank 6. Thankfully, if you're able to get enough confidant points before then the next time you interact with him again, when you're able to, you'll be able to level up his confidant to rank 6. And thankfully, I believe, unlike a lot of the other confidants which require certain social stats, he doesn't require any social stats at all in order to increase his confidant rank. However, you still need enough confidant points in order to even increase his rank. Which, again, that is a lot easier said than done. Having a persona within that arcana does help tremendously when it comes to ranking up his confidant. So, if you are in a desperate situation and you're trying to push through to get up to rank 9, then afterwards, oh dear, you're going to be in for a rough ride. And you may be wondering, why am I saying that rank 9 is the max you can get? Well, it's because if you manage to increase your confidant rank with Dr. Markey up to rank 9, upon him leaving Shujin Academy, you'll automatically achieve rank 10 in his confidant. So, that's pretty sweet. However, if you fail to reach rank 9 before his term ends, then his confidant rank will not increase, and you'll be stuck at that point forever. And you'll also miss out on the third semester scenario. So, again, like I said, Dr. Markey, super important. Try to focus on increasing his confidant above all others if you're going for all confidants. He is a very high priority, and it is almost priority number 1. Just saying. I know that was a lot to explain, but even so, it was very, very important that I share that information. Alrighty.
Hey. Well then.
Can we do anything at all? No. Morgana's like, go the F to sleep. Fine. We'll go to sleep.
So sleepy.
I ended up pulling an all-nighter once I realized today's the last day of exams.
Staying up studying?
Nah, I gave up on the exam. I was playing some games, and then before I knew it, it was morning.
You're failing for sure.
It'll be fine. Nobody's expecting anything of me, so I don't gotta worry about grades.
Morning.
Yo, look who else is yawning.
Exams are almost over, so I thought I'd make one last effort across the finish line.
Impressive, Lady Ann. You're quite different from this stupid monkey I know.
Nice.
Say that crap. Your brain's tiny compared to mine.
Size is meaningless if there's nothing inside, you know.
What was that?
Will you please shut up? You're gonna make me forget everything I remember.
What's up, Ann?
Am I imagining things?
What's wrong?
What? You see a groper or something?
No, that's not it. It's nothing.
I wouldn't say it's nothing. I mean, if something really is bothering Ann, then something's definitely up for sure.
Oh my god, that guy got off. Isn't this bad?
Don't worry, we'll take care of this, Ann.
Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on.
Hello there. Hi, how are you? What up, pretty boy? Why are you following Ann around like a creepy freaking stalker?
Hey, are you sure it's him, or are you just that self-conscious?
Not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line. You are the one stalking me.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car, so this is where your passion led. All is well that ends well.
I wonder who that guy is. Well, if you remember a previous conversation with Sain Ijima back in the present, that man, I'm pretty sure, is the one and only Monoramay.
The car. And I couldn't help myself from chasing after you. I didn't even get calls from Sensei. But thank goodness I caught up to you.
Okay.
What?
You're the woman I've been searching for all this time. Please, won't you? Be the model for my next art piece.
Oh, okay.
Model?
All that I've drawn till now has been lacking, but I feel a passion from you unlike anyone else.
This man's highly suspicious.
Ain't this a recruit for some shady business?
I don't know.
Cooperate with me. What do you say?
Hold your horses. Who are you anyways?
Oh, where are my manners? I'm a second year at Kosei High's Fine Arts Division. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa.
Nice to meet you, Yusuke.
I'm Monoramay Sensei's pupil, and I am being allowed residence at his place. I'm striving to become an artist.
Huh? Do you mean that Monoramay? The one who was on Good Morning Japan the other day?
The very same.
You know who that is?
He was introduced as a super famous Japanese-style artist who's been recognized all over the world. But we heard that name the other day in Mementos.
Yusuke!
I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll be right there.
That old guy's Monoramay?
Monoramay-sensei's exhibition will begin at the department store near the station tomorrow. I'll be there to help out on opening day. Please come by. It'd be great if you could give me your answer in regard to being a model then. I bet you have no interest in the fine arts, but I'll give you tickets too.
Cool. Thank you.
Well then, I hope to see you there tomorrow.
Alrighty then. See ya.
That guy's as easy to read as a book. You're not planning on going, are ya?
I think I will.
Oh. I mean, I suppose there's no harm.
I'll see you later.
How dare he go after Lady Ann? I've memorized that face of yours, Yusuke.
Calm down, Morgana. Calm down. Yusuke ain't a bad guy. Duh. Meanwhile, back at the present again.
You became acquainted with Monoramay's pupil by chance? That's a little too convenient. It makes me wonder if you're even telling the truth. So be it. What I want to know most is your method. It's true that Monoramay was an unforgivable criminal worthy of the scorn thrown at him. He was an adult who cultivated his own fame and fortune by sacrificing the livelihood of children. But he'd been covering his tracks for years. How did you uncover the truth in such a short span of time?
In the metaverse.
This metaverse business again? Fine. Let's suppose that people's hearts can be changed by stealing their treasure, like you've said. If so, a different suspicion arises.
And that would be?
People have gone mad or lost consciousness, never to recover, like the subway accident in April. Depending on how you look at it, that could be taken as a phenomenon for a sudden change of heart too. Were you related to those as well?
No. I don't know.
I see. Fine. Let's get back to Monoramay's case. Keep it concise and stick to the facts.
Sure thing. Today's the last day of exams, huh? Well, it shouldn't be a problem for you. This has been so easy I might start yawning. You did perfectly. I can't wait to see your score. So you may be wondering, why are exam scores so important other than trophies? Well, excuse me, apologies for the phlegm. Again. So, back to what I was saying. The reason why exam scores are important is depending on whether or not you get the top of the class or you get in the top 10 when it comes to your examinations, you'll get additional bonus points towards confidant rankings. So you'll earn additional points for raising your confidence. So doing well on your exams is absolutely vital. So if you make it within the top 10 or you make it to the top of the class, then you'll receive 3 additional confidant points on top of the confidant points you receive. However, if you're like within the top 50%, then you'll receive 2 points. If you're in the lower 50%, then I believe you'll only receive 1 additional confidant point. And if you're in the very bottom, like where Ryuji is going to be, then you'll get no additional points whatsoever, and you'll just move on. Let me tell you, folks, me and exams just never mix. Never. Whether it be in high school or in college. It seems like I can do well during regular classes, but when it comes to exam time, I fall apart. I honestly do. I don't know why. Perhaps it's just due to the pressure and just trying to condense everything onto paper, trying to keep everything memorized until then. I don't know why. I just can't do exams for the life of me. Never could, and I don't think I ever will. But, like I said, if you manage to get to the top of the class, not only will you receive additional confidant points for working on confidants for the remaining term until your next exams, but you'll also receive a trophy if you manage to get the top of the class for the first time. So, yeah, funny enough, that particular trophy is 100% missable if you don't reach the top of the class. I honestly missed out on that trophy during my first playthrough and only managed to get it for my second. So, I figured I'd throw that out there. Finally, done with exams. Hey, are you gonna go in for counseling? I saw the volleyball guys getting called in. Oh shit, I got that question wrong. I know, right? I feel like I have to protect that teacher. So you may be wondering, when is it exactly that we received these additional Confidant Point bonuses? Well, this is determined on the calendar itself. Once the scores are posted, and you're able to view, like, how well you did on the exams, then you'll then receive additional Confidant Points. Not only this, but you'll also receive a very valuable bonus from Sojiro. And I'll get into more details once the exam scores are posted. For now, let's move on.
It's over.
I'm
How about you?
feeling confident.
You traitor! Anyways, can we stop talking about the exams? Like it or not, they're gonna come back graded next week. Rather than focus on stuff that's over with.
What are you looking at?
The usual site. It's no use. There ain't any useful info. Number of posts are getting less and less too.
I am not letting this end as a one-hit wonder, okay?
There's no point in getting antsy, though. I know! Why don't we go eat lunch somewhere? We still have some money left over from the other day.
I want sushi then! Or domestic-raised eel.
We don't have that much left. Oh, right! There are those tickets to Monoramay's exhibit. Wait, that's tomorrow.
Don't tell me. Was it love at first sight with that Yusuke guy?
It's not like that.
Of course not.
When I was watching that special on TV, his artwork was pretty nice. Plus, we've got free tickets. Besides, this could also be related to what we heard in Mementos.
Monoramay, was it?
I'm curious too.
That aside, what should I do about the other 2 tickets? Wanna go appreciate some fine arts for once?
Fine arts, huh?
I suggest we should all go together. Appreciating the fine arts builds character. A phantom thief who can't identify an original is lame.
Well, if everyone's going...
It's settled then.
It should be fun.
Just the phrase going to an art exhibit sounds kind of mature.
It does.
Meet at the exhibit entrance tomorrow.
Okay. Well, at least we now know what our next plan is going to be.
Okay.
Tomorrow we gotta go to that exhibit with Lady An. I'm curious to know if this Monoramay has anything to do with the name we've heard of Mementos. We can't afford to be late tomorrow. We better not go out right now. So in other words, we can't do much other than go to F to sleep again. So I keep thinking about what Nakamura said. Could he have been talking about that famous artist Monoramay? Nice catch. Well, it is a pretty rare last name. Yeah, I mean, you guys ever heard of someone else called Monoramay? It's really not common at all. If what we heard is true, Kitagawa-kun is studying under a corrupt teacher. You mean a teacher who treats people like tools? Kitagawa-kun's life is probably pretty terrible. You gotta look into this. Agreed 100%. But we'll worry about that when we go to the art exhibit. For now, let's talk to Sojiro, see what's up. Okay. So yeah, like I said, once your exams are posted, you'll not only receive additional Confidant points for the remaining term within the school year, but you'll also be able to get a really special gift from Sojiro, depending on how well you did. I think as long as you make it within the top 10 or the top 50%, I'm not 100% sure, but So long as you do good on your exams, you'll get a nice present from Sojiro. Otherwise, you'll get absolutely nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Okay. Well, like I said, we can't really do much right now, so we might as well read up on a book and maybe even learn something new.
Make sure you close up.
Even when facing death, her soul was free.
Wow.
Sounds interesting.
Oh.
So you finished reading The Alluring Dancer. The great beauty Carmen lived for love and passion. I suppose life without freedom is pointless. Well, I don't know if I could live exactly like she did, but you learned a lot, didn't you? Hell yeah. Well, I guess we should go to sleep. Staying up too late isn't healthy, you know. Agreed. Take it from me, who's someone who first graduated high school who stood up till like 2 to 3 in the morning. Yeah, that was not exactly the best idea to do. I later developed a healthier sleeping habit and going to bed at as late as 12:30 in the morning. And that's my sleep schedule ever since, pretty much. What is this line for? Oh, that exhibition must be opening today. It's really packed. Want to come back another time? I want in, but it's so pricey. I should take out a loan. I want to see that. Let's go together sometime. Alright, time to check out the art exhibit.
So crowded.
It'll be a pain in the ass if someone sees you, so don't stick your head out too much, alright?
You came.
So we did.
Yeah.
You really came.
How about bite
What did
me?
you expect when you left us those tickets?
Make sure that you don't get in the way of the other visitors. Come now, I'll show you around. I'd like to speak more about the picture I'd like to draw too.
Well, see you guys later.
Will Lady Han be alright? What if he drags her behind some painting and tries something funny?
This isn't Super Mario 64.
Out. Are we really gonna appreciate the fine arts? Can't we just go home?
Let's learn about Monoramay.
I guess we should do a quick pass through it once. Which way are we supposed to start?
Anywhere's fine, I guess.
It's that old man from the other day.
We continue to be truly surprised by your imagination. You have such expansive styles. It's hard to believe that it all stems from one person. Where in the world does all your inspiration come from?
Well, it is rather difficult to put into words. They naturally well up from within my heart, like bubbles rising one after another in the spring.
Naturally, you say.
What's important is to distance oneself from worldly desires, such as money and fame. My atelier is a modest shack, but it is more than enough to pursue true beauty.
A shack?
I see. So the act of emptying one's mind gives rise to inner beauty. Still, to think we could hear the word shack coming from the great artist Monoramay.
You would understand if you saw it.
Wasn't the word shack something?
Monoramay-san is actually here?
Over there!
I'm so glad I came on opening day.
Oh dear.
Hey, stop pushing! There's way too many people!
I'm getting crushed.
Anyways, we gotta head for the exit. Don't die on us, alright?
I didn't know there were so many types of Japanese art.
Usually one concentrates on their own style. However, Sensei creates all this by himself. He's special.
There you are, Yusuke.
Sensei!
Ah, the girl from yesterday. Are you enjoying the exhibit?
I don't know how to put it into words, but it's really amazing.
You're sensing something from the artwork. That alone is enough to give us artists satisfaction. I hope this becomes a wonderful piece, Yusuke. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
You'd imagine artists would be difficult to approach, but he seems really friendly.
Indeed.
Oh, this is it! The painting I wanted to see in person.
This one?
I guess it's the painter's anger? I'm not sure, but I sense this strong frustration from it. To think such a cheerful and gentlemanly person could make such a piece.
Foreshadowing!
Something wrong?
Don't mind me. There are better pieces than this one. Come now, this way.
Hey!
Well,
Ah, that old lady totally elbowed me. But thanks to that, I remember now.
about what?
Well, let me get to it. It's about a post online. Here, look at this.
Okay.
Why'd you leave without me?
You got it all wrong. We got dragged into this huge crowd and... anyways, you gotta look at this too. This post might be about Monoramay.
What's it say?
A master of the Japanese arts is plagiarizing his pupil's work. Only his public face is shown on TV.
Plagiarizing?
Well, that's serious.
I didn't think much of it when I first saw it, but hearing Shaq and Monoramay triggered it. His treatment of the pupils who live with him is awful. He teaches nothing and bosses them around. He treats them inhumanely, as if disciplining a dog.
Abuse on top of plagiarism, huh?
If this is real, it'll be a huge scandal.
I wonder if Kitagawa-kun posted this. I mean, he is a pupil of his.
Who knows? It's anonymous and all.
In that case, it's possible the Monoramay we heard about in Mementos is referring to the same one.
A man like that doing such a thing? I wonder if we can ask that shadow from earlier about this. Oh, actually, we just need to talk to him in reality.
And how are we gonna go about that? Are we gonna explain it all, starting with Mementos?
Besides, if we make a move out in the open, there's the possibility that Monoramay will find out.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, what do you think about Monoramay? Doesn't he seem suspicious?
Yeah, excuse me. He does sound kind of suspicious.
I know, right? This all fits way too well to just be a coincidence. If this post is legit, ain't this the kind of target we've been waiting for?
Well, yeah, but is it really true?
Don't know.
Hey, what did you do about the whole modeling thing?
Kitagawa-kun gave me his contact info, and the address to his sensei's atelier.
He said he lives there, right? Perfect timing. Let's try going tomorrow. We're off to Monoramay's house right after school.
Huh? You want me to model tomorrow? This is too sudden.
What? We're just gonna go talk to Kitagawa.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea. Might as well try to get as much information on Monoramay as possible. In any case, we need to find out if that rumor about Monoramay is true. If it is, this might just be exactly what we needed.
Well then.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, folks, it looks like we're going to be heading into the second palace relatively soon. Pretty much calling it now. Let's see what we got in the Home Shopping Network today. Allergy Relief Pack. 2 calming masks and 20 wide eye drops. Pretty much everyone in today's climate will want to set that on fire. And pretty much hold a frickin' party doing so. Let's see, next up is the Cosmetic Cure set. We get an aroma machine and an omnivitamin. Okay, not bad. Not too bad of a deal. Let's go with this. There we go. Good to go. Why did I take a kid like this? I must be getting old. Well, since we got nothing much else to do, there is still one thing we can do right now. And I'm pretty good on SP items for the time being, so let's go and do some training. Might as well raise our HP a little bit more. You never know, it can come in handy in desperate situations. Let's take some protein. I'm going to be saving the higher tier proteins that I have, which are the moist protein, until I can go to the gym proper. So you may be wondering, what is the point of going to the gym if we're kind of doing the same thing here at home? Well, I'll explain once we actually get a chance to go. For now, let's just focus on today's tasks at hand.
All right.
Well then.
Now then. Onward to Monoramay's shack of God knows what.
Okay, let's get started.
Hey there, I'm Dr. Maruki, your school counselor. Today, thanks to the school, I can even talk to you outside of counseling now. I want to talk a little about how mental health and perception can affect you. Don't worry, I don't want to stress you out or anything, just relax and listen. How much do you guys know about the emotional mind? See, what's going on in your mind can affect your body pretty significantly. There's proof it can even heal you depending on your outlook. So, Kazui-kun, what's up?
Any ideas?
What do we call the phenomenon where believing in the treatment's power is enough to improve your condition? That would be the placebo effect. Yeah, 100%.
That's right.
Yep, that's correct. Some people specify that placebos don't actually have any curative properties. But even if the medicine does nothing chemically, it can affect your perception and help you feel better. So in other words, taking sugar pills can do something like that. That creates the placebo effect. On the other hand, if you don't trust the medicine to begin with, it might make you feel even worse. We call that a nocebo. Or nocebo, whatever. Anywho, that's that. That's just one example, but my point is that our mind and bodies are more connected than we think. So it's important not to push yourself too hard. Remember, your mind needs time to rest too. Very true. Alright, see you later, Jamar. Thanks for stopping by. And it's my job to help with that, so come by the nurse's office whenever you're feeling down. The mind affects the body, huh? You think I'll change back into a human if I just believe in my heart? Believe in it hard enough? Maybe. Who knows? The Monoramay exhibit is great. You gotta go see it. I'm feeling pretty down lately. Maybe I should go to counseling. I never knew that art could be so explosive. Have you been to counseling yet? Huh, the Monoramay exhibit, eh? When is it? And when is it until?
Phantom thieves going by train. This ain't any different from how I get home from school, you know.
Also, one thing I will mention here, this is another one of those scenes that were previously not voiced, but are voiced in Royal. Also, this is the best scene in the game.
The train is the fastest way to go. Plus, we can bring pets on here. Hey, who are you calling a pet?
Dude, be quiet. We didn't pay the pet fare.
I'm the one guiding you to your destination. You should be calling me Master. Oh, Kitty! Shoot. Is that your pet, mister? I heard it meowing.
It's a stuffed animal.
Yeah, it's just a toy. It meows when you press on its head.
You heard her. Press on its head.
This is ridiculous.
How should we press on Mona today? Time to button mash!
Oh, I just threw up in my mouth.
Oh, seriously?
The next stop is Shibuya. Shibuya. Doors will open on the left side.
Oh, this is our stop. Well, see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that is definitely the best scene in the entire game.
So, which line do we gotta transfer to?
Doesn't look like there are any stations close by to that address. If anything, this is the closest station.
What? And we gotta walk the rest of the way? What kind of phantom thief takes the train and then walks to their destination?
Stop your complaining.
It's supposedly a shack, but this is the neighborhood he lives in. As expected of a famous artist. Looks like the fastest route is to get to the station square and then go to Central Street. Let's move.
Okay. That seems easy enough. Okay, that was the wrong direction. Oops. So, anyway, I believe at this point you can't use any sort of fast traveling, which is unfortunate, but due to story reasons, that's the reason why. You sure it's this way? I don't remember seeing a house. It's supposed to be in a residential area past Central Street. We'll have to walk a bit though, okay? Let's get going.
Suguru Kamoshida, former Olympian, teacher at Shujin Academy. Reason for turning himself in is a heavy conscience, huh? The human mind doesn't change that easily, let alone their natural temperament. Shujin Academy. Seems doubtful. Perhaps I'll have someone look into it, just in case.
Is that it?
We're at the right address. The door plate does say Monoramay.
You ring the bell.
Me? The walls won't collapse when I do, will they?
No one sneeze or we'll blow this house down, okay?
Nice one, Mona.
Who is it? Sensei is currently...
It's Takamaki.
I'll be right out.
People really do live here.
Takamaki-san. You two are here as well?
Hey, sorry, but, we ain't here to talk about the modeling thing. There's something we gotta ask you. Is it true Monoramay's plagiarizing stuff? He's abusing people too, yeah?
Are you serious?
We read about it online.
This? Preposterous! Not only is the plagiarism impossible, but abuse? He welcomes pupils into his own home! This is no act of violence, it is charity! And I'm the one residing here and studying under him. I'm saying it's not true, so it's beyond doubt.
You might be lying about it.
That is utter rubbish. I had no family when Sensei took me in and raised me into what you see now. If you continue to ridicule the man I owe my life to, you will rue this day!
You really think that?
Yusuke, what's the matter? I heard you yelling.
These people are slandering you with baseless rumors.
Forgive them, Yusuke. They must have heard some bad rumors and came in worried for their friend's safety.
Understood, Sensei.
Well, even I doubt that a cranky old man like myself could be liked by everyone.
That's not what we meant.
I'm sorry to have butt in on your conversation. However, I do have neighbors around. Won't you please keep it down? Now, if you'll excuse me.
That was discourteous of me. I'm sorry. I know. I think you'll be able to believe in Sensei if you saw that painting.
What
It's
painting?
his maiden work, as well as his most representative piece. It's titled Sayuri.
Sayuri?
This was the painting that inspired me to become an artist.
It's so beautiful.
I don't know all this fine art stuff, but even I can tell that this is impressive.
When I first saw you, I felt the same powerful emotion as when I saw this painting.
Me?
I wish to pursue beauty like this. And I believe drawing you will be part of that pursuit. I implore you, seriously consider my offer. I'm sorry that you took the time to come all this way, but I must assist Sensei today. I hope that we can discuss this further another time. If you'll excuse me then.
Those two seem like nice guys, don't they?
Maybe the Monoramay we heard about in Mementos is a different person.
That's a very real possibility.
We thought we found a new target, too.
How's the metanav?
Oh,
What the hell?
The app.
was it picking up our conversation? This display. It means that Monoramay has a palace too, right? But why?
Monoramay, plagiarism, and then shack, huh? These seem to be the keywords.
For real, though, what the hell's going on?
Good question.
Does an old man like him really have a palace?
It's possible.
We have the person's name and the location. All that's left is the what that Monoramay mistakes the shack for to enter his palace.
You mean, like how Kamoshida thought the school was his castle?
That's right. Let's try saying some things. They can be random guesses.
It's a bit sudden, though.
Why don't we start with castle?
No candidates found.
Then what about prison?
No candidates found.
Ah, what a pain. Jail, warehouse, and guidance counseling office. Might as well add farm.
No candidates found.
Not a single hit.
Should we come back another time?
A building that's related to artists. If we think from there, what would it be?
I would say a museum.
Beginning navigation? Whoa, really?
Oh boy. Welcome everyone to the second palace, the Museum of Monoramay.
When did you activate the nav? You surprised me.
Didn't have much of a choice. I think we just happened to get it right.
What if I hadn't noticed and then wandered off and got caught by an enemy?
Probably would have figured it out once you started walking on two legs.
So even you can slip into the metaverse without realizing it, Morgana?
Yes. In a place with minimal cognitive distortion, the differences can be subtle.
Forget that. Look! That shack is seriously some kind of museum?
Let's go check it out.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe we'll be able to get to the bottom of this whole, scandal.
It's so extravagant, to the point that it's gaudy. It's a museum, right?
This is Monoramay's?
Well, a palace is a world formed by a mind twisted by desire. Remember Kamoshida's castle?
Monoramay's artwork is on display at museums in reality too, though. This exhibit was popular, and people already respect him. Why would he fantasize about a museum?
You got a point. It ain't related to plagiarism or abuse either.
Let's try looking around. Racking our brains here won't do us any good.
Right.
Sounds
Aside, ain't a museum a must for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah, definitely.
Now that's our Joker. I feel the same.
But man, just look at that insane crowd.
Yeah, going through the front door is not exactly a good idea.
Yes!
Well then, it's time we began our infiltration. Are we gonna have to wait in that gigantic line? Don't be stupid. We're not going in the front door. But there's a high wall around the building.
Shall we go?
We'll just have to find a way up over it then. In any case, let's get going. Indeed. Let's get moving. Time to begin our investigation. This is really how he thinks of the rundown shack. It's overwhelmingly shiny. It's just not hitting me that this could be that old guy's palace. That's why we're here, right? Come on, let's go check it out. Indeed. Let's do that. Also, it may look like we can explore more of this place, but in actuality we can't. The exhibit is now closed for today. We await your return on another date. Hey, send more guards over here. Just the two of us won't be able to deal with the whole crowd.
Oh.
This is our chance. It looks like security is focused on the front entrance. That means there will be less of them elsewhere. Let's go. So in other words, going through the front way is not exactly the best of ideas, especially in a situation like this, where everyone is crowding at the front door, ready to break it down to get their hands on the bag, aka a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. Just saying. Also, jumping down here is not possible either, so ignore those dots. You won't be fighting any enemies out here whatsoever. It's just not happening, boys. It ain't happening.
Hey.
Ooh, the skylight's open. I think we can get in here. But it's a pretty far drop. Will we be able to get back up out this way? Don't worry, I have a rope. I'm our tool specialist after all. So what's your call, Joker? Want to head inside? Hell yeah. Why the hell not? Why would we not head inside?
How suspicious.
It's quiet in here, almost eerily so.
Oh.
Hey, it's moving. Come on, we're in a palace. This ain't anything to be freaking out over. The palace reflects its ruler's heart. We may want to check out these paintings. Fair enough. Let's take a look. Oh, hey, there's some kind of explanation here. Let me see. It's someone's name and age. What the hell? That can't be the title of the painting, right? Do you think it's the artist's name? Let's check the other paintings too. I think there might be something important about them. That sounds like a plan to me.
Hey.
So, in order to progress onward, there are some other paintings that we need to take a look at in the next few rooms. And thankfully, we can just freely walk around this place. And also, when you're first entering this place, there is no security level to worry about whatsoever, as the security is laxed and light. It is it's this way because we don't really know the true identity of our target, even though it clearly very well is Monoramay. Just saying.
Hey, this doesn't make any sense. Monoramay is famous for having a variety of art styles, but all the portraits on display here look the same. This is way different from what was at the...
Wait a sec. Ain't this that guy we saw in Mementos? You know, the one who was shit-talking Monoramay?
Natsuhiko Nakanohara. His name's written on the plaque.
Dude, I don't get it. Why is there a painting of him in here? And more important, why is his name written under it?
You're right. Doesn't art usually have, like, the title of the piece or the artist's name?
This is quite the mystery. Alright, let's keep looking around for now.
Sounds like a plan to me. Dang it. Nothing there. Okay. That was not exactly what I wanted to look at. Touch!
Wait!
Hey, shouldn't we avoid touching stuff we don't need to? Fair enough.
Huh?
What? No way! It's Yusuke! What the hell's going on here?
Hey, isn't this a painting of that guy?
It says Yusuke Kitagawa. There's no mistaking it.
Huh? Wait a second. What do you think these paintings are?
I would say they're Monoramay's pupils.
I think you're right.
For real? All of them? But it was only Yusuke when we went to his place before.
This must include former pupils as well. Only one remains now. Taking into account what that Nakanohara guy said earlier, things are getting clearer. Alright, let's keep investigating. We need something to further confirm our deductions.
This is starting to get really, really messed up. There's some sort of brochure here. Wait, you find something? We're here to investigate, so we should check everything that catches our attention. Touch. Is this a pamphlet? This is getting way too detailed for a frickin' palace. Why did he bother making something like this? Oh, there's a museum guide on here. Let's take it with us.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, it might even show us the location of the treasure.
Nice.
That is a possibility. At the very least, it should be a good reference for the scale of this palace, or this place. Huh, but the map only shows half of the museum. I see. It says it's 1 out of 2. Then the 2 out of 2's gotta be around here somewhere, right? Just how big is this place? We can worry about that another time. Right now, our objective is confirming Monoramay's cognition. We may have to reconsider our plan depending on what we find. I mean, he's got a palace. Seems pretty sketch to me. True that. Anywho, before we move on, might as well pull some nice treasure chests.
Look.
Yoink. Gimme. See what we got. Lunar Cutlass. Pretty nice. What is this thing?
Look at this.
The Infinite Spring? A conglomerate work of art that the great director Monoramay created with his own funds. These individuals must offer their ideas to the director for the rest of their lives. Those who cannot do so have no worth living?
Wow.
Hey, this is most likely about the plagiarism, right?
Damn it, what a phony geezer.
In other words, his pupils are his property. He doesn't even qualify as an artist if this is true. He's stealing the ideas from talented students in exchange for securing their livelihood. I wondered about those portraits on display. They must all be his pupils through his cognition. This even says that they have no worth. Couldn't this be about the abuse? Monoramay will keep them around as long as they're useful to him. But the moment they're not...
He's treating them like slaves or tools.
Sounds like Amazon.
Yusuke keeping quiet about this. He's got no reason to cover this up.
He did say that he owes Monoramay his life for being taken in.
But still.
When we were at the exhibit, I praised one of the pieces on display. But Kitagawa-kun acted strange. Maybe that piece was plagiarized too.
What's the call? Ain't this enough to target Monoramay?
What do you all think?
We should confirm these facts with Yusuke first.
Yeah.
Confirm what, though?
It means we should get solid evidence that such crimes actually took place.
What a pain in the ass.
Besides, there's too much we don't know about Monoramay yet.
You're right. I'll try contacting Kitagawa-kun. I might be able to get the truth out of him if I accept his modeling offer.
Wait, you're gonna do that?
You all better come with me, okay? I'm scared to go alone.
Famous, renowned artist, huh? Wow, this might be tougher than Kamoshida. Well, we'll just prep ourselves until we get confirmation from Yusuke. This is our first mission as real Phantom Thieves. We're gonna succeed no matter what.
True that. We definitely uncovered quite a lot of dirt on Monoramay today. But is it enough to condemn him? That is the question. The reason why Yusuke is hiding the truth, huh? Would you really forgive someone unconditionally if you owe your life to them? I'm not so sure anymore. What are you bringing this up for? According to Kitagawa-kun, Monoramay isn't a problem. What do you mean? Something wrong? I mean, I know Monoramay is a bad person, but still. Maybe I'm so hesitant because I haven't actually met any of his victims. Yeah, I guess that part's totally different from what happened with Kamoshida. This might be an extreme line of thinking, but if an evil person isn't causing any trouble now, is there really a point in us stepping in? Well, you got a point. So we gotta let Yusuke decide if Monoramay is worth going after or not. I don't know. If it were me, I'd never forgive that bastard. Let's see how Yusuke feels. Yeah, I guess we could talk some more after that. Okay, let's meet in Shibuya after school tomorrow. Sounds like a plan to me. Time to pick up all of our stuff. Coolio.
Okay.
Well, that was definitely a productive day. The truth about Monoramay, huh? Let's ask Yusuke tomorrow. You must be tired after everything that happened today. It's better to call it a day and rest. So in other words, unfortunately, we can't do much of anything at this point.
Let's go to bed.
Alright. Might as well go to bed, otherwise the cat is gonna claw our face off.
Hey, it's me. I just can't forgive Monoramay, but what An said made me think. To Yusuke, are we just a bunch of thugs?
No way.
You're right. We're helping. It ain't like he thinks it is. Pisses me off just thinking about it. Good people have to put up with so much crap while shitty adults do whatever they want. Makes me sick. I'm not wrong, am I?
We'll take them down.
Aw, yeah. Don't tell An I called you, by the way. Seriously. Well, see you tomorrow.
Alright, I've contacted Kitagawa-kun about modeling for him. Still waiting for his response. Thanks! I really have no idea what I'm supposed to do as an art model, though. Just be yourself. That's actually kind of hard. Look, you don't gotta go all out on that for this. You're only doing this so we can get dirt on Monoramay, remember? That is true. It sounded like Kitagawa-kun wants this to be a private picture of his, though. Well, I guess I'll let you guys know when he contacts me again. Cool. Perhaps he'll get in contact with us sometime after school.
I got a response from Kitagawa-kun. He said he wants me to come over after school today.
Perfect. Probably dropped all his plans just to get you over there.
We need to find out from Kitagawa-kun if what we saw in the palace was true.
Hey, quiet down. It's that student council president.
Yikes. She got a hold of Mishima today? It'd suck if she noticed us. Come on, let's split up.
Okay, see you later.
We finally landed a big target. Come on, let's get some dirt on Monoramay. But man, An's late.
Sorry. I was thinking about some things and didn't notice how much time had passed.
Thinking about what?
Don't you think Kitagawa-kun has to be protecting Monoramay? I mean, they live together, so he'd have to be aware of Monoramay's true nature. The only reason I can think of him doing that is that Monoramay has something on him.
Yeah, that's weird. But that's why we're going to check it out, right? You ready to be a model?
Yeah, I'm prepared.
What do you mean prepared? Prepared for what? Something seemed different about her to you?
Not at all, really.
I don't know. I feel like she's got more makeup on or something.
Nope, I'm the same as always.
Huh. Well, let's get going. We gotta talk to Yusuke.
Kitagawa-kun seemed really happy when I agreed to be his model. Once he finishes drawing and gets a little friendlier, we should bring up Monoramay.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
I thought it would just be you coming, Takamaki-san.
Wouldn't you get nervous too, if it was just the two of us?
We're here to keep an eye on you, so don't try anything perverted, okay?
Damn it,
Stop
Ryuji.
making such odd assumptions. I have absolutely no interest in her as someone of the opposite sex.
Huh?
Is there a problem?
No, not really.
Well then, let's get started.
Hey! Kitagawa-kun?
You hear her?
It's no use.
This isn't what we planned. We were gonna catch him off guard and make him spill his beans, weren't we?
How are we supposed to know this was gonna happen? Guess we just gotta wait till he's done. What an effing pain in the ass.
Perhaps I should try going outside this room.
Don't get caught.
Who do you think you're talking to? This is too boring, so I'm going to scout around a bit.
Good luck. Let us know what you find.
It's weird how flashy that door is. And is that a lock? A door with a hefty lock. What could be in there?
Good question. Perhaps we'll find out soon enough.
Are you done?
It's no good.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
What?
I'm sorry. Am I the problem?
No, not at all. It's just... I'm having trouble staying focused today. I'm sorry, but we'll have to resume this another time.
Oh, hell no! How many hours do you think you made us wait?
I'm sorry. We had another reason for seeing you today. We needed to talk to you.
It's about those rumors regarding your sensei.
This again.
That painting I saw at the exhibit. You're the one who actually painted it, right?
That's...
I knew it.
Your sensei's seriously messed up. He just thinks of his pupils as tools. That's why he doesn't give a damn whether he steals their work or physically beats them. I'll make this clear. There's no point in hiding stuff from us.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You couldn't go against him, could you? I'm sure we can help you out, though.
Stop it. It's just as you all say. We're our sensei's artwork. Don't misunderstand me, though. I offered my ideas to him myself. As such, it can't be called plagiarism.
I beg to differ.
He's simply suffering from artist's block right now.
Dude, still.
Kitagawa-kun.
Then why are you sticking around? All his other pupils ran away. Aren't you the only one left?
What's wrong with a pupil helping out his master? There are no victims here. Stop pushing your self-centered righteousness on me.
But he's stealing.
I'm supporting Sensei as his pupil. Where's the wrong in that? Don't ever come here again. If you do, I'll sue you for causing a disturbance.
We're not done talking here!
Then you leave me with no choice.
Hey!
I'm reporting you to the police. I asked Takamaki-san to be my model today, but I don't recall ever calling you two here.
What the F, man?
Ryuji, stop it! Calm down, okay?
Damn it!
I won't report you, but only under one condition.
What's that?
I want you to continue being my model, Takamaki-san.
But you said that it wasn't working out today.
That's because I was unconsciously being modest for your sake. However, I have nothing to worry about anymore. If you're willing to bear everything to me,
What do you mean?
I will put my heart and soul into creating the best nude painting ever.
Whoa.
What?
Nude?
To think I'd be able to create a nude painting with my most ideal model. Of course, you two won't be allowed in, and I ask that you forget about our discussion today as well. If I don't submit a new piece to Sensei soon, there will be some inconveniences.
Nude? Meaning it'll be without any clothes, right? Why are things suddenly escalating like that?
Because those are my terms.
But that's...
Wait, ain't that bad?
Sensei is out during the afternoon while the art exhibit is on, so I can use this place freely. I should buy more art supplies.
Will you give me a second here?
Of course. I'm willing to wait. I'll make time according to your plans, but please come before the exhibit ends.
No, that's not what I mean! Why are you not listening?
Sensei will be returning home soon. We're done for today. Takamaki-san, I'll be waiting for you to contact me.
No, no, no! We are not done talking here!
Hey.
Hello. Manolia. Well, thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Anyway, to answer Ryuji's question, we really should leave.
Yeah, damn it. He got us good this time.
Don't give up so easily!
Huh? Is she done being a model?
A cat?
You moron.
He's totally out of his mind! I'm gonna have to pose nude if this keeps up!
How dare that, Yusuke?
The way he said it, it's not gonna be semi, but full-on nude.
Full nudity? Lady Ann's gonna...
Drop it!
You know, you won't have to worry about that if we make Monoramay confess before the exhibit ends.
But Kitagawa-kun thinks he owes his life to him. Is there a need to make Monoramay confess?
Then, Lady Ann, you're fine with bearing it all?
I am not!
Monoramay's no different from Kamoshida. That asshole's using Yusuke who doesn't have parents. You're telling me we should just ignore how he's being treated horribly like the other pupils?
No. It is frustrating to leave this alone, even if Kitagawa-kun is fine with it himself.
You can't leave it be because you've endured a lot yourself, with Kamoshida.
Yeah.
Very true.
Anyways, we gotta go after this guy. Monoramay's the kind of target we've been waiting for. Let's help Yusuke come to his senses too. Before he ends up like us.
Right.
We need to look into Monoramay first.
There might be tons more stuff that hasn't been exposed yet too.
It may become easier for us to investigate his palace if he's preoccupied with his exhibit.
Also, there's the thing about me modeling. Kitagawa-kun said there'd be inconveniences unless he submits a new piece. Maybe that's going to be announced soon as Monoramay's next work.
Does that mean the whole country's gonna see you nude?
Probably.
No way! Hell no!
We must deal with Monoramay, no matter what, before his exhibit ends.
Let's start after school tomorrow. Oh, it'll be a pain if Miss President finds us on the rooftop again, so... Where to meet up? Let's see. I guess that walkway-like place in Shibuya would work. It's near Monoramay's place, too.
Changing our hideout periodically, huh? That's a plan I don't mind backing.
So, as the story progresses, you will be changing hideouts from one location to another. Eventually it will reach an endpoint, but even so, keep in mind that your hideout will change as the story progresses. Your hideout has been moved from Shujin Academy rooftop to the Shibuya Takiya building accessway.
Hey, can I talk to you kids for a sec?
Sure. Who are you?
From the looks of things, you don't seem like the ordinary stalking fans. Oh, sorry. I should have been more clear. I'm actually looking for people that know Monoramay's pupils. There's this painting, Sayuri, that was supposedly stolen in the past. But there's this rumor that it was taken by one of his pupils in retaliation for being abused. Have you heard anything about that?
No. Ryuji knows.
Me? I don't know nothing.
I see. There's no case unless there's a victim, and if there's no proof of abuse, I can't write either. Looks like I'm back to square one. Sorry for taking your time. I'm a journalist. If you ever get any leads, mind contacting me here?
Sure. Okay.
See you then.
See you later. She seems nice.
I guess we should go home for today.
Sounds like a good idea. That way we can plan our next move the next day. Whatever, I still can't forgive him. Demanding the paint lady on nude, then claiming to report us to the police.
Hey, it's me. Got a minute? I have some interesting news.
What is it?
Someone who received a change of heart contacted me on the fan site. Said he wants to meet with you to discuss another person who needs a change of heart.
Another change of heart?
You're better off talking to him in person if you want specifics. All I know is his target is a terrible person, and that it might complicate things if he posted the name online. I'll have him wait for you at Shibuya Station after school. The guy's name is Nakanohara.
That sounds familiar.
Nakanohara. That's Monoramay's student.
It is.
I told him to approach you. Good luck.
Thanks, Mishima. What else is going on? I found out something insane about Monoramay. Sounds like a student of his offed himself when he couldn't speak up again about Monoramay stealing his work. That's unforgivable. That journalist was looking into Monoramay too. It could be real. Someone died though. No one's talking about it. I bet it was covered up. I wonder if Kitagawa-kun has heard anything. It'd be great if he could help us out. Ain't that asking a bit much? After today, he's probably gonna be on edge about us. Well, anyway, Monoramay's still a piece of crap. Let's meet up tomorrow. It'll be our first time at the new hideout. It's the passageway in Shibuya, right? Got it. See you guys tomorrow.
If the rumor Ryuji just spoke of is true, there have to be other victims.
Indeed. I have to agree with you there, Mona.
Well then.
Okay, so as far as what we can do right now, unfortunately we still can't go out at this point in time. You probably won't be able to do this for at least another day or two. Now then, let's do some more training. Got nothing else to do. Other than burn some more calories. Take some more protein, cause... well, we got plenty of those, and we're gonna be good on them for the rest of the game. Seriously.
Let's carry out our plan. Okay.
It seems like you're getting used to it. Maybe we should push you harder next time.
Nice go.
It seems like you gained some strength. Sweet. So at this point, I believe our training regimen is becoming more and more effective. So we'll be able to earn more base HP increases from this point forward. So that's pretty nice. So again, the more you do these training regimens, the more benefits you'll get out of doing them. Don't forget, from today on, our hideout's gonna be at the Shibuya Passageway. Oh, that reminds me. Mishima said Nakahura should be in Shibuya too. So in other words, we got someone to see before we can do anything else.
Yo.
We're about to head to the hideout too. Who's that?
Excuse me.
That's Nakanohara. Mishima told us to meet him here in Shibuya today.
For real?
My name is Nakanohara, Natsuhiko Nakanohara, the one who was posted about on the Phantom Aficionado website.
He seems pretty nice. Doesn't seem like the stalker type. I think the change of heart must have worked.
The
administrator of that website contacted me. They told me to look for someone in a Shujin uniform with a cat.
So, what do you want?
You may have already heard, but there's someone I wish to trigger a change of heart in. An artist by the name of Monoramay.
Well, that all but confirms it.
This is it? Is the pupil gonna confess his master's secrets?
His shadow did mention Monoramay as well.
I'm one of Monoramay's former pupils. He gave me lodging at his home, where I thought only about art. I genuinely wanted to be an artist. There was another pupil as well, a very talented man, multiple years my senior. Obviously, Monoramay kept tabs on him. Everything he made was claimed as a Monoramay original. He wasn't the only victim, though.
Right, we got some real proof of the plagiarism.
In response to Monoramay's actions, that senior pupil committed suicide.
Suicide?
He must have been unable to bear seeing his work praised under Monoramay's name. That was when I disobeyed Monoramay's orders and left. But he quickly pressured other parts of the art world, and my life as a painter was destroyed. I tried to turn over a new leaf, working at a ward office, but it was no use. My attachment to art warped my emotions. Soon I began getting attached to everything. In the end, I even turned into a stalker. I'd like to ask again, please make Monoramay have a change of heart. Not only for me, it's to save the life of another man as well.
Save their life? What do you mean?
Even now, there's still one young man remaining under Monoramay's tutelage. I think he's about your age.
That has to be Yusuke.
Not only is he a talented artist, he also owes Monoramay for taking him in after his mother passed. He is the perfect target.
So Yusuke's got no choice but to listen.
I actually spoke to him a few times back when I was still living at Monoramay's. I asked him if he found it painful to stay with Monoramay. And you know what he said? If I could leave, I would.
Kitagawa-kun.
I have no right to say this given my prior cowardice, but I don't want to see another suicide. I'd like to find a way to save this young man. He has a bright future ahead of him. Please consider that when thinking about changing Monoramay's heart.
Of course. Well, we do plan on changing it anyway.
Been asked to act directly on behalf of one of Monoramay's victims. It sounds like we don't have the time to deliberate whether or not to change Monoramay's heart.
You're right.
Hell yeah! Monoramay's just a piece of shit who preys on the weak.
Suicide. I'll never let something like that happen. Plus, we finally got to hear how Kitagawa-kun really feels.
Well, since we've reached a unanimous decision, how about we continue this at our new hideout?
Sounds like a plan to me.
My fellow thieves, welcome to our new hideout. Our target this time is Monoramay. We all saw that palace. We'll pay dearly if we assume it's just going to be like the last one. And furthermore, Lady Ann's chastity is on the line.
What?
We'll need to do what we did with Kamoshida. First, we secure an infiltration route in the palace. After that, we send our calling card. Once the treasure has materialized, we steal it.
Oh, I got a question. Monoramay doesn't know that we were doing stuff in the palace yet? Why are we already getting treated like criminals in there?
You're learning, Ryuji. Well done. It must be because he doesn't trust anyone. Any unknown person may as well be an enemy.
Or maybe he's just super salty from all those rumors that have been spreading about him.
Then his palace being so crazy had nothing to do with us?
Either way, we should stay on our best behavior. It'll be harder for us to steal the treasure if we needlessly increase the security level.
We need to be careful of Kitagawa-kun this time too. I'm sure that whatever he sees will just get passed on to Monoramay.
That's right.
Hey, what is Monoramay's treasure going to look like anyway? Another crown?
I doubt that, but my sixth sense will know when I see it.
Oh yeah, you go completely nuts, huh?
Our time limit is when the exhibit ends, right? That means June 5th.
We'll carry out the plan after we've sent out the calling card. So our infiltration route will need to be set in stone 2 days prior on June 2nd.
Now listen here. We can't mess this up, no matter what, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
This is the first job for Spiral Mount. So let's make sure we do it right. Come on, it's time to get this mission started. So, our mission to change Monoramay's heart has begun. You must steal his treasure by the deadline. So in other words, we only have 18 days to get this done. Occasionally you'll encounter palace obstacles that are impossible and require interacting with the target in the real world. You'll need to leave the palace to find the obstruction, enter palaces quickly to find the obstacles and triumph over challenges before the deadline. So in other words, starting in this palace, and a couple of other palaces are going to be like this, there will be times where you will not be able to progress past a certain point. Afterwards, you'll be forced to leave, and you'll have to interact with the target in order to change their cognition. And once their cognition is changed, you'll be able to progress further. A lot of times when this mechanic comes into play, you'll only have to leave the palace one time, and then you'll be able to enter or get right back in and finish the palace up right then and there. However, there is one exception, and that is a little bit later down the line. Or when I say that, I mean like at the very end of the game. But for now, let's not worry about that. Regardless, there is still some things we need to take care of before we head back into Monoramay's palace. And one of those things I kind of want to take care of is return that book that I finished reading not that long ago. And thankfully, so long as you're after school, you can return to, you can easily return to Shujin Academy and take care of whatever you need to do here. So let's return the book and check out the next one, which is not available. Well then. So, one thing I will mention here is when checking out books from the library, when you recruit a new party member, there is a corresponding book that becomes available as soon as that party member gets recruited. Once you read up on all the party members that you need to, then, and only then, Speed Reader becomes available. In which case, check out this book and read it as soon as you can. Afterwards, you'll be able to read books much more quickly. So, now that that has been turned in, it's time to head to the hideout. Time to get this infiltration started now, shall we? But first, let's go ahead and save the game. That way, if something goes horribly wrong and we get crit into the ground like it's frickin' Fire Emblem, then we should be okay.
Okay, let's go.
It's time to get started. I'm sure you already know this, but the first thing we need to do is secure an infiltration route. Then we send them a calling card. Yeah, we know the drill. Anyways, let's get ready. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Hey, what's up?
Come inside.
Our master would like a word with you. Come in. Sure. Wonder what's up? So you've come. Your rehabilitation seems to be going smoothly. Thanks to you.
Excellent. I expect no less.
I prepared a special gift for you. I must reward such explanatory conduct. Use this power well. So, at this point we learn about the traits, which I believe is a Persona 5 Royal exclusive feature. Every Persona in the game has a specific trait, each of which has different effects. Some may decrease the cost of a skill or increase the power of a specific attribute. There are various benefits associated with using a Persona's trait in battle. Be sure to take into account which actions will best utilize the trait. You can view the details of a Persona's trait in the Persona status screen by pressing square. Our master extending incredible kindness. Shed tears of joy, inmate. Your personas are born from the mass of your heart. They come in all manners of shapes and sizes. You must master the inner workings of each persona to draw out its power. Do that, and they will surely be of great use to you on your journey to rehabilitation.
Then,
if you have any other business, you may tend to them now. Which, at this point, we don't really have any other businesses we need to take care of here. Although it might not be a bad idea to register some personas and also fuse some new ones. So, let's go ahead and see what we need to take care of here. Okay, Jack Frost. Go ahead and do that. I'm not going to register Succubus because we don't really need to. But as far as you were concerned, though, let's see. Yeah, that's a yes. We're going to be registering you as well. There we go. Let's see if we can make any new personas. Probably not, but we'll see. So, alongside doing normal fusions, you can also choose to fuse by results. And this is based on solely the amount of personas that you have currently in your possessions. These act like a normal fusion, but you'll know exactly what you're fusing from this list. So, that's pretty nice. So then, let's see if we can fuse anything of substantial value. We most certainly can. Anything interesting?
You can't handle this.
Kind of hilarious considering I have that persona in my possession. Also, one thing worth mentioning here is that Izagami no Okami Pikoro is one of those personas that you can't really fuse into anything, so be sure to keep that in mind. Same with the Nun Pikoro variant, so there you go.
You can't handle this.
Well, that's unfortunate. Seems our best option is level 13. Maybe. And again, we'll see.
You okay with this?
I think we already have that one, so that's a no-go there. That's unfortunate.
You okay with this?
This doesn't seem like a bad choice. But then again, maybe it's best to try something else.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
Okay. Alrighty then, I think we already have a good option here, so let's go with this.
Terrible, but not impressive.
Might as well go with the option that has more open slots, and thus more abilities can be transferred over.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Persona possess unique properties known as traits. Traits are capable of being inherited during fusion. Should you make use of this properly, you could very well conclude with a nigh unstoppable persona. However, some special traits cannot be inherited. In any case, only one trait can be inherited during fusion, so choose carefully. Usually the trait of which the persona already has is best used in this situation, but sometimes looking at other options is not a bad idea either. So, the Priestess or the Asparus persona, their trait is Internal Hypnosis, which increases the effect period of support skills cast on self by 1 turn, which is pretty sweet. But let's look at some of the other options we have, which are Rare Anomaly and Frigid Bloodline. Honestly, Frigid Bloodline sounds like a better use for this particular trait, which decreases SP's cost of ice skills by half, which is pretty nice. Let's go with Frigid Bloodline for this. Go with that. Actually, no, we're going to go with the default Internal Hypnosis. Let's see. Let's go with that. And, let's see. This'll work. It seems you have not yet formed a confidant relationship of the High Priestess Arcana. Hence, this persona will not gain any extra powers from fusion. Do you still wish to create it? Yes, I do. I'm not sure if I've shown off the gallows execution yet or not, but just in case I haven't, let's go ahead and show it off. Thankfully, once you've seen these executions once, regardless if this is a regular playthrough or a New Game Plus playthrough, you can just push the options button or the start button to skip these executions. And there we are. I am Asparus. Allow me to strum out the true emotions of your heart. I shall do so through your new mask. Cool. It's always a good idea to try fusing as many powerful personas as you can. And thankfully you can do more than just one, which is cool. Let's see. Can I fuse into anything better? Well, technically, yes.
You okay with this?
This actually isn't too bad, as far as stats are concerned. Despite it being 1 level lower than level 16, which is our current level, that's still not the worst thing ever. Anything else worth fusing into at the moment? Unfortunately, that is a no. Okay, let's go with you.
You okay with this?
Actually, nah, I think I'm gonna stick with what I have.
You change it. Are you finished?
Alright, let's head on out.
It is time, inmate.
Familiarize yourself with many feats of the heart that dwell within you. Doing so will propel you to greater heights and give you strength as you work towards your rehabilitation. Go forth. I have high expectations for you. Hey, Joker!
Come on.
What are you standing around for? Get with the program, alright? You're a vital member of the team here. Okay. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming home, boys. Alright, so now that we have officially kind of confirmed that Monoramay is just a very bad man and needs to be punished, he does have his security level starting at 40%. There is a way to reduce the security level at the very start of each and every palace, but it does involve forming a contract with another confidant a little bit later down the line. As far as who that confidant is, it's actually someone whom we just met not that long ago. Not gonna reveal who it is, but it ain't Yusuke, I'll say that much. Time to get... Hold on, Joker! It's an infrared laser device. I almost said razor. What? If we touch it, the security will increase.
Come on, man.
Hold on, there wasn't anything like this last time, though. The rumors might slowly be making Monoramay become more wary of us. Joker, They're not easy to see, but you should be able to do it with your skills. Be careful. You can detect infrared lasers with the third eye. If there is a wide enough gap, you can slip through by pressing X. This can also be done by holding X as you approach, but remember, you can only pass through if there is enough room. So if you want to know if you're going to have enough room to pass through a laser gate, just use the third eye and you'll be fine.
Show me your true form.
Alright, time to get to work. What do we got on the agenda? Time to blow you away. Later, dudes.
Nice work, team.
Sweet.
Okay.
Didn't even break a sweat.
I almost walked right into that laser gate. Oh, hi, how you doing? Well, that was kind of unfortunate. What else? Time to blast you. Bye-bye. Face Joker. Please nerf. Lol.
Now I'm even more charming.
Sure. Always use those new moves, that's for sure.
So easy, I'm yawning.
Agreed 110%.
Show me your true form.
Alright, let's continue. Ooh, a disaster shadow. Blasted. Bye. Man, I love doing that. So much fun. What's even more fun? Izagami go burr. Kidding. Doing it too much makes things get extremely boring very quickly. Because it becomes too easy. Oh, hello. That's a familiar face. I'm surprised I nearly wasted my entire magazine on him. What else? Level 17. I'll take it. Speaking of which, do I have that XP boosting accessory? I think I do. Yeah, I got the expedite ring. Just wanted to be sure I did. Whoa, well, this is peculiar. A Batman! Touch. Yeah, hitting that switch is not 100% necessary, but it does make getting back here a little bit easier. Although, in just a short while, we'll be making that door completely obsolete, but it's still a good idea to open the door regardless. In case you need to make a hasty retreat. Say goodnight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can. Mona, you're up. Bye. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Good work.
Well, that was rather unfortunate. But whatever, it's no big deal. I'ma start blasting. Alright. See ya. Alright. I know we're getting kind of close to the 3-hour mark now, but I am going to try to go a little bit further into this palace, or at least as far as I can possibly go before we have to stop. We'll be in unknown territory once we go past here, right? The security will probably get a little more fierce as well. Make sure you don't touch anything or run into any of the displays, alright? What are you looking at me for? What are you looking at me for? Lol. I don't know. Ryuji just loves touching things. And not in the dirty way. Just saying.
I have something.
Here we are. First safe room in the palace. Nice. Let's see, what do you guys have to say? So, the shack turned into a museum. don't know nothing about art, but how about all that gold stuff, huh? Don't turn it into cash. Looks like we got some infrared sensors around here. I guess a museum would have pretty tight security. Makes perfect sense. Obviously, because usually these museums contain priceless art. And thus, thieves will want to steal it. So having infrared lasers is pretty much a given in a place like this. Just saying.
I'll reveal your true form.
Let's keep going. Say goodnight. I love having personas that are able to deal with all elements if at all possible. But having a persona like that doesn't exactly make them the most versatile things out there, but even so, you're still able to hit multiple weaknesses easily. Well, this is a very peculiar persona. This guy is only weak against nuclear-based attacks, and it nullifies Bless, Curse, Physical, and Gun attacks. Overall, very powerful persona, but it's still no match for nuclear power. Funny enough, when it comes to this persona in particular, this guy actually got a buff as opposed to his regular Persona 5 counterpart. It has some additional nullifications as opposed to the original game. So that's something worth mentioning. There we go. Another one down. On to the next.
Okay.
That's all it takes for me.
Oh, hello. What do we have here? A grapple point.
Oh, what an idea!
Oh, looks like we can get through here. Where does it lead? Good question. Pretty sure it leads to treasure. You are my treasure.
Joker, a treasure chest.
Mine. Okay. So, I will say this. When it comes to Monoramay's palace, the difficulty on this is higher than Kamoshida's for sure, but the only real difficulty really comes down to navigation, as navigating this place can be kind of daunting, and yeah, it's pretty easy to get lost in here. It is a museum, but even so, it's still something worth mentioning regardless. Goodbye. Victory is mine. Moving on.
Okay.
Good work. Keep it up.
Oh yeah. Also, coming in here is a very valuable, it's a very good idea. As you'll not only get your hands on the Atom Ring, which I will say is a good accessory to have at this point, as equipping it to someone will grant them the ability to use a nuclear attack. So, that's actually pretty good. And trust me, it's a good idea to equip it for this palace. Even if you have something better, so long as you have someone who has the ability to execute a nuclear move, you should be fine, but the accessory does guarantee that you have that ability, as I'm pretty sure there are certain enemies around here who are weak against nuclear attacks, as seen against that one shadow that was gleaming in aura. Ooh, shiny. Let's take a look.
Hey, wait a second. You're just gonna ignore that golden sheen? Look at that luster. I know it might be tough to take with us, but don't you think it'd sell for tons?
Come on, we didn't come here to... Wait, hold on, you're stepping on something.
Uh-oh.
Isn't this bad?
Oh yeah, stand back!
I tripped the security.
You were the one making us be careful, too. So, what do you want to do? Run out of here?
No, passing through all of these lasers will draw far too many enemies to our location.
Oh, hold on! Joker's not trapped!
Sorry, Joker, but we're going to need you to search for a way to turn off these infrared lasers. This is a museum, so there has to be some switch to let the workers avoid these lasers. Find it.
Sure thing, Mona. And at this point, since Mona tripped the security system, Joker is going to be all alone for a bit. So engaging in battle is not advised at all. So you're going to have to do a little bit of stealth work. Or if you're feeling feisty and you want some fun in your diet, take anyone on and have some fun. Or blast them to Kingdom Come. Thankfully, I believe the enemies are only going to engage you one-on-one. Plus, when Joker's alone and he's the only active party member, you'll get a unique victory animation to him and only him. Which is interesting, to say the least.
That was easy.
Touch. There seems to be some kind of button here. I wonder if I should press it. Duh. How can we not push the button? Cool. Looks like Panther was able to get out. Cool. Also, don't forget to interact with your teammates in order to get them back in your party.
Seriously, thank you.
Now we need to get Skull and Mona out. Indeed we do. And thankfully when you get everyone back together... shoot. Once everyone is back together, then they'll rejoin your party like nothing ever happened. Of course, we still have some work that needs to be done here.
Wow, that shadow was...
Let's go.
Maybe you can hit their weak point?
There we go. Let's go on. Time to show your moves. Sweet. It's kind of funny how Mona's still able to communicate with us in battle, even though he's not currently in the party. Perhaps he's technically witnessing our battles as they're happening? Huh. I think there's a little space between that painting frame and the wall. Let's move it. I mean, you never know. I never would have imagined there was a button behind the painting. Let's press it. I don't see why we wouldn't. Oh, good job. Hey, your jersey's showing. You did it! Let's hurry up and get back together with him. Yes, indeed. Might as well.
Sorry.
Thanks. Now we just gotta get Mona out of there. But I don't think we'll be able to get him out unless we can turn the lasers off. There has to be a control room for them. I don't know if it's nearby though. We just gotta trust him. Come on, let's try looking for it. Thankfully, locating this security room isn't too difficult, as there is a very conveniently placed air vent right here.
Whoa.
Can't believe we found a path like this.
Wait. As I was saying, something suspicious.
Indeed. Let's take a looky, shall we? If I can find the right thing to look at. Oh, it's right here. Look, it says security whatever on here. Maybe this will turn them lasers off. But it looks like we need a password to use it. Let's find the password then.
No.
That probably ain't gonna leave it lying around. Then what are we supposed to do? Look for someone who might know it? That seems like a good plan. Hello, what do we have here? Hey, did you hear about those intruders? Yeah, you mean the thieves sneaking around here? I got a call telling me to change the password just in case. And what did you change it to? Hello. Huh? I said hello, 07734. If you read the number upside down, they spell out the word hello. Isn't that a little childish? It should be fine as long as nobody else finds out. It's not like anyone's eavesdropping on us. Ooh, boy, I wouldn't say that. Anyway, don't forget, when you see the code input, be sure to say hello. Tell my wife hello. Did you hear that? Sure did. Come on, Joker, let's go say hello to that terminal thing. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's give it a shot. Thankfully, you don't have to memorize the password at all. It's automatically entered. Those guys did it! I'm saved! It looks like it worked. Sweet. Let's go grab that stupid cat and get moving. He ain't a stupid cat. He's a beloved cat and his best cat. Don't at me.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. That was very much unlike me. Sheesh. Were you the one telling us not to go around touching shit in the exhibit? That is true. I can't believe I made such a novice mistake, even for solid gold. But something was drawing me into this vase. What do you mean? Isn't it just an ordinary gold vase? I wonder if there's something special about it. Should we take a closer look just in case? Yeah, I believe we should.
What?
Hi.
Wait.
What is this?
For real?
Oh, I see. So that's why I was drawn to it. Joker, catch it! I'll explain the rest of this later. Just get after it in an attack. So, we have ourselves our first ever treasure demon. These personas are very rare, or they're rare in a more quotation kind of sense. These guys will appear inside of random objects every once in a while, and sometimes you may encounter them on the field as well, but that is incredibly rare. So, when it comes to these guys, they usually have one weakness, and also have a strong resistance towards physical attacks, gun attacks, and just have normal affinities for everything else. So, if you want to recruit these guys, you need to nail these guys' weaknesses. So, if you equip the atomic accessory that we got not that long ago, or have a persona with nuclear abilities, then you should be good to go. Bam, baby! So, in order to recruit these personas, you don't have to worry about negotiations whatsoever. Just talk to them, and bada bing bada boom, they're yours. My name is Regent. My existence shall become a new part of you. Nice.
Who's next?
Here we go. Our first treasure demon is captured. Defeating a treasure demon will grant you a lot of money, a lot of yen more or less, and it will also grant you a ton of experience as well. But recruiting them will reduce this amount quite substantially, but even so, the choice is yours. Take them and recruit them for future fusions, or take them out altogether. It's up to you. Good, good. That was pretty nice considering it was your first time running into one. What was that? That panther was a rare shadow that occasionally resides in pricey items. I call them treasure demons. They're great. Not only do they give you a lot of experience, they might be useful for your personas too. However, they run very fast and attacks don't deal very much damage to them. So, breakable objects may contain treasure demons, especially when the security level is high. They may also appear in normal encounters. Defeating them will earn you many experience points and a lot of yen. If you convince one to be one of your personas, you can then use it as fusion material. However, a treasure demon cannot be used in battle. And also, if you recruited one treasure demon, you can't recruit the same treasure demon again. So if you re-encounter a Regrant on the field, if you try to recruit it, it won't do anything. It'll be like, you already have me in your possession, so bye. Or something like that. Regardless though, it's still something worth pointing out.
This feeling.
Well, there is a safe room nearby, so we might as well go ahead and enter it and go ahead and call this a session. The reason why we're going to call it a day here is because we are well over the 3-hour mark, and there's still a bit of a ways to go within this palace before we reach our first roadblock. So I figured the next session is going to be a good place to continue where we left off, obviously. So with that, folks, I bid you all adieu for today. This is General Snivy with the Persona 5 Royal Playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, we're going to be heading deeper within Monoramay's palace. And not only this, but we might also be able to ask Yusuke to join us, if you know what I mean. Only one way to find out, and that is to tune in next time. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time.